Uh,
Okay,
oh,
so
this
welcome.
is
This is
easy.
Premier Chess winter break camp, December 2020. This is week 2, and this is day 2. This is the afternoon session, and we will be discussing pins and miniature games. So this is from my lecture on pins. So this position is Alexander Alekin versus Jose Raul Capablanca, world championship match. Capablanca is Alekin is black. Sorry, white. Capablanca is black. Does anybody know who these people are?
No, no.
Capablanca or Alekin? You know it. What's your hand raised? Rehan, right? Rehan.
Yes. Rose Campablanca is one of my favorite players.
Yes, mine too.
Really?
Yeah, he's a great. He's a world champion from Cuba. I believe he's the third world champion, and Alekin was the fourth world champion, I believe. And so white is Alekin, black is Capablanca. So now my question is: now this is the theme of pins, right? So white to move. What is the best move for white in this position? So remember, if you can give me a variation, don't just give me one move, but give me a thought process. Like give me a move and then why you think that's the best move. So
F4.
okay, wait. So raise your hand, raise your hand. So Rehan, I see.
Um, I think Bishop takes the knight on. Bishop takes the knight, and I think that because
Okay.
if we move the rook to c1 right away, the knight's already guarding it, so we might take away one of the defenders of the rook to
Okay.
add
o-
another
Okay. So
attacker.
take the bishop, and now what do you think is the best move here? Yeah.
Pawn takes.
Pawn takes. Okay. What's the best move here?
Rook to c1.
Rook to c1. Does everybody agree? Is that the best move? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Sam, what do you think?
So I'm not sure how this is like gonna give us much of an advantage, other than the fact that other than
Because
the fact that he has doubled pawns. Because after rook takes c1 with check, we are forced to take back with the queen.
Exactly. So the problem is, okay, so now after we do all that, now we achieve equality, right? So we don't want equality. We want white to move
Well,
and win,
actually, yeah, equality, but
right?
we
White to
do
move
have
and
a passed pawn, but
okay. So let's say here, rook c1. The problem is that this comes with check. That's the problem, right? So we need something stronger. So give me another move. What do you think? Another move in this position. Um, what's your name? Zachary? Zach? What's your name? Just raise your hand.
I think that
Zach. Yeah.
you should move a pawn right next to the knight, because then the bishop can take the knight.
Okay. So we got to give me a square. Give me a square. What square you want to move?
Move a pawn up
To what?
one.
So pawn up here.
In that way, yeah.
So pawn to f3, right?
Mhm.
Okay, f3. Okay, so let's see this.
I have to move two spaces. I have to move two.
Say again.
Two.
Okay, so pawn f3. Let's say he moves. Let's say he moves here to.
No, he I think he meant f4 actually.
Yeah, I mean F4.
Did you mean f4 or f3?
Yeah, F4.
F4. Okay, f4. Okay, so now
Then
we're
I'm attacking the queen. The queen takes that. The pawn will take the queen.
okay. So f4. Let's see here. F4, and then where's the queen go? Let's say the queen goes to Queen G7. By the way, F4 was the move that Alekin played. Very good. So Queen G7. Okay, so now what's the best move for white here? What do you guys think? Best move for white. So Rehan, yeah?
Now bishop takes the knight maybe.
Okay, yeah. So now we're trying to get rid of all the support that this rook has, right? So currently the rook is pinned, right? So we need to remove all the support. So first thing we do is remove the knight. Very good. Now what do we do? Best move here.
We have to remove the queen.
Okay. Well, can we do that? What do we do now? Yeah, Zach?
You should like try to find a way to block the queen from getting the other person's queen so it can take the rook.
Okay. So what should we
Like
do?
block the pawn or something so you can take it, the rook.
So I need a move. I need a move. What do you think? I need a good move here. Good move for white. What do you think?
Good move for white is moving this pawn up so it'll get closer to the king and surround him.
Pawn to pawn. Well, give me a square. Give me a square.
I can't really see very well.
Give me a square.
The pawn, the 3 pawns down the row.
Which one?
Move
This
the
one?
Move that one.
Which one? Up here?
Yeah.
This is a C
Move
pawn,
that-
right? Here's the C, right? C pawn.
Okay,
C-
I took the bad move.
Bad move. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Anybody else? Okay. So Jaden.
Jaden.
Okay. How about Jaden? Let's see. What would you say?
I was thinking to move rook d1 for as if that would try to make a problem for black, for as if then the rook won't be able to move down. And also note rook d1.
So rook d1. You're saying rook d1. Okay. So if we go rook d1, then let's see. What can we do here?
Black doesn't really have that much control over the queen.
Right. So
Over
rook
that.
d1. Maybe he comes back to f6. So there's a
And
stronger
then we can
move.
make
There's
the
a
move rook
stronger move.
d4, and then
Okay.
we can make the move rook d4.
Okay. I see Rayhan's going crazy. Rayhan.
King to f2.
But by the way, if you guys can raise your hand digitally, so I can see in the chat that you raise your hand, that would be even better. So okay. So what did you say?
King to f2
King
because
to f2. So why king f2?
because if we want to move the rook to c1 to attack the pin piece, but if we do that, he'll take it with check. So we're just getting the king out of the way, so it's not
Yes.
a check when we move.
Excellent. Yeah. So the problem is that we do want to do rook to c1. The problem is that it comes with check, right? So then what do? We move the king out of the way. Very good. So now Capablanca moved queen f6. Now what's the best move for white? Okay, so Jaden, I saw your hand. So remember, digitally raise your hand on the so I can see it in the chat. So Jaden,
Rook c1.
rook c1. Okay, so if we go rook c1 now, what can black do?
Nothing.
Are you sure? What can black do now? Black's got a pretty good. Remember, digitally raise your hand. Are you raising your hand, Sam? Raise it
Oh,
digitally.
yeah, I forgot to.
That's okay.
that.
Okay, so yeah. So what do you think, Sam?
We could black could play queen to h4 check.
Yeah, queen h4, and he gets out of the pin, right? And now if he goes, let's say he goes king e2, we just take, and now it's pretty equal.
And
And
then,
actually, black might even be winning here, right? So we got to be careful. Don't give your opponent any counterplay. So, what is a better move than rook c1? What do you guys think? Okay, Rayhan, what do you think?
Maybe first move g3 to block the check.
Yes, g3 is very important. G3. Now there's no checks, and there's no way that black can get out of this pin. So now, we have king d7. Why would he move king d7? Why do you think? Why king d7? I haven't heard from. Let's see. Haven't heard from Zachi. What do you think, Zachi? Why would he move king d7?
Not sure.
What is he trying to do? So remember, black is in this very uncomfortable pin, right? So what is he trying to do with king d7? What do you think?
I just had it.
Anybody? Anybody? King d7. Why would he want to do king d7? What is he trying to do?
He's trying to get to the queen.
Yeah, trying to protect his queen. His queen is unprotected. He wants to move his rook, but he can't because the queen's unprotected. So he's trying to get to e7,
It's too late.
but he's one move too late because what does white do here?
Rook
Rook C1.
Rook c1, and the queen, or sorry, the rook is lost. There you go. So that's how the world champions deal with annoying pins, right? Very good example.
Is that what really happened in the game?
Yes, that was a real game. Yeah, that's really happened. Yep.
Did he resign?
Yeah, he pretty much resigned after. Yeah, right here. He's down a rook here, so easy win for white. Yeah, so he resigned. So yeah. All right. Good. Good. So let's go on to the next position.
In this position, he's forced to trade off queens actually, so white will have a bigger advantage.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Okay. All right. So let's go back and let's go to the next position. Okay. So here, this is between another game in a world championship match between two world champions. Max Yu is white, and Alexander Alekhine is black. Max Yu was world champion, I think, for about a year, a very short time. Alekhine is black. So white to move. What do you think is the best move for white here? What do you think? So remember, digitally raise your hand. Digitally raise your hand. It's easier for me to see. Okay. All right. So Rayhan, what do you think?
Bishop to d4. E4 actually.
Bishop to e4?
Threatening to move the bishop next to c2.
Okay. Okay. So bishop e4. Let's say he saves this pawn with ace h6. Now what do you do?
Bishop to c2.
Bishop c2. Now, how can black do anything to save himself in this position? What do you guys think? Can black do anything to save himself? Does anybody see a good move for black here? Because there is a way. There is a way. All right. So let's see. Jaden, do you know any how black can save himself in this position? No? Or how about Calvin? Calvin, do you see how black can save himself in this position?
But instead, what if at the beginning black doesn't save his pawn, but instead plays bishop to the fifth row?
Oh, you mean in this position, black to move?
Yes. I mean, yeah, this position. That could also
yeah. So this position, white is threatening to take the bishop. So my question is, how can black save his bishop? What do you think? Can you save the bishop?
Bishop to the fifth row.
Bishop to here. Yeah, bishop b5. Yes, good, correct. So here, black has successfully relieved himself of the pin, and now he is protecting his rook, and at the same time, he's attacking the unprotected a rook. And so if
what about that white pawn? There's a white pawn there.
Yeah, so what happens if the pawn takes the bishop? Now what?
Now the rook will take him.
Yep, rook takes rook, and black's winning, right? This rook is unprotected, so that's the problem.
But can you go to the beginning?
Yeah. Let's go to the beginning. Yeah, there you go.
What if after the first move, black plays that bishop all the way to the fifth row?
No. Well, here is white's move. It's white's move here.
I mean, after white moves.
Okay, so my question is, what is white's best move? That's my question in this position. What's white's best move here?
What's white? It would be bishop. It would be the white bishop to the seventh row, attacking the black rook.
Okay, so bishop b7, right?
Yeah.
b7. Okay.
Yeah.
So b7. Okay, and now black can simply go rook b6, and now if we trade bishops, now black is much happier.
Yeah.
Now,
after that? And
now black is much happier. So we just helped black relieve himself of the pin. So we don't want to help black. So now, so look, this pin is very uncomfortable, right? So how do we make sure that we achieve a winning position? So Rayhan, I saw your hand was raised. Do you have any other ideas?
I accidentally forgot. I forgot to
Okay, it's okay. Okay, so anybody else? Let's see. Sam, what do you think?
How about
So remember,
bish-
Jaden, digitally raise your hand so it's easier for me.
how about bishop to b7?
Bishop. Well, that's what I think Calvin just said. Bishop b7, rook b6, and we just be trading bishops, right? So we want a strong move.
I thought I saw.
What do you think? What do you think? Anybody else have any other
If we
ideas?
can
How
get
do
that
we?
rook- If we can get that rook, then we'll be able to do it.
What do you think?
I was thought that if we move the bishop,
What do you think? Anybody have any other ideas? Nobody? Should I give you a hint? What do you think? You want a hint?
yes, please.
Okay, so the problem that white has is black is about to play bishop b5 and he's going to get himself out of the pin, right? We don't want to let him do that because the only reason that it works is because our rook is unprotected. That's the only reason it works. So my question is, how do we maintain the pin and get the rook protected? How do we do that? How do we do that? What do you think? So remember, raise your hand digitally so I can call on you. Digitally raise your hand. Do you know how to do that? I see somebody has raised his hand. I don't know what your name is. With the black shirt. So I see your hands raised, but I don't know what your name is. Is that Zachary?
Hmm?
Zachary. Okay, so just raise your hand digitally so it's easier for me.
How about we move the rook this way?
Rook to where? Well, you got to give me a square. Give me a square.
Rook, move one space this way.
Well, you got to give me coordinates. Give me a coordinate. Right? You mean right here?
Yeah,
Okay, so you got to give me coordinate. B1, rook B1. Okay,
B1 because then the rook is because the rook is out the way, and if you move the rook here, it'll put him in check.
Okay, so rook B1, but now you're letting black out of the pin, right? So now he can, let's say, come back here, something like that.
But if we do this thing up to the other side, he can't take it because it'll be check for him.
Yeah.
He
So
can't take it.
So I mean the idea is we want to exploit this pin. There's this pin here, and how do we take advantage of this pin and achieve a winning position? So Jaden, what do you think? What do you think? So we need to protect this rook somehow. How do we protect this rook and maintain the pin? Okay, so remember, black is threatening bishop b5, right? He's threatening bishop b5, getting himself out of the pin. Okay.
Oh, very easy. Rook a3.
Rook a3 here?
Yes, because as soon as he makes that move, we can give check, and then as soon as he gets his king out of the way,
That's a very good idea.
Check, and then as soon as he gets his king out of the way, we can take his bishop with.
Very good
the
idea.
pawn.
Okay.
And now we're up by a bishop.
Good. That's a very good idea. I like it. But that's not the best move. I mean, okay, that's one way to continue the pin. But another way, I'm going to show you a very quiet little move is this move right here, rook a2. Now, why does that move work? Does anybody see why that move works? Does anybody see? Yeah, Sam.
Because
If they move the bishop, as soon as they move the bishop, the pawn would then
never mind that. I guess.
capture, and then we're protecting it.
Yes,
Never mind
exactly.
then.
Everybody see that? Yeah. Everybody see that? Very nice little sneaky move there. So if black still tries bishop b5, we take the bishop, and the rook is protected. Very nice, very nice. But Jaden, your answer also kind of works as well, because so does anybody know what that's called? What Jaden said, which is before you take the bishop, you deliver this little move. You know what that kind of move is called? An in-between move? You know what there's a German name for that?
No.
Zwischenzug, or in-between move, or intermezzo.
It's called-
Yeah. Sam, you have a question?
Never mind. I forgot to. No.
Okay, no problem. All right, good, very good, very good. So rook a2, and so basically what ended up happening is in this game, rook a2, and now the only thing that black can do is try to protect his rook so that he can move his bishop again, and in the meantime, white can just achieve a winning position by pushing his pawns and getting a passed pawn. Right? Everybody see that?
Yes, and then getting a queen.
And then getting a queen. Yeah. So good. That's how you do that. All right, good. Let's go on to the next position. Next position. All right. All right. This is black to move. This is Kaplan versus Bronstein, two grandmasters. This game is known as the Eternal Pin. The Eternal Pin. So, black to move. What is the best move for black here? What do you guys
Rook
think?
d8.
Rook d8. Okay, if we go rook d8, he can trade here, and then actually he can even go. Let's say he goes here, and remember here, black is down an entire knight. So if you don't play aggressively or strongly, then white's going to win because he's already up a knight, right? So we need something a little bit stronger than rook d8. What do you think? Yeah, Rayhan, what do you think?
Maybe just take the free bishop there.
What happened to your video? I can't see you.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
Oh, that's right. That bishop's open
The
there.
bishop is hanging, right?
Yeah, so the bishop is hanging. That's true. So if we take the bishop, let's see here, then we could probably.
We're threatening checkmate actually. After we take the bishop, we're actually threatening queen to e1, and then rook takes, and then rook takes and checkmate.
Yes, that's true. That's true. He's threatening checkmate. Okay. I see where you're going with it. There's actually a little bit of a stronger move. I mean, we have maybe black can go with something like a perpetual, something like this. If he blocks, now the pin is no longer there, so it's kind of
You
like
don't have to block.
it's kind of like an equal game. Yeah, if he doesn't block, he can. If he goes here, then maybe he can continue the checks, something like that. He could block that way, but yeah. So there's a little bit quicker and cleaner way to win this position. What do you think? A little bit quicker and cleaner. What do you think? Anybody see anything? Black to move. What do you think? The Eternal Pin. You guys need a hint? Okay, Sam, yeah?
How about just queen takes c3?
Okay, yeah, trade queens first. Very good. So trade queens first. Take. Okay, now what do we do?
And then how about rook takes e2?
Good. Pick up the bishop. So now look, we're already in a pretty strong position. So trade queens down to simplify it kind of makes our job easier. Rook takes e2, and now we're threatening this knight. So now what's the best move for white here? What do you think?
Wait, I didn't see that. Can you please go back? I didn't see that.
You didn't see what?
Oh, so what just happened? Oh, so the queen did, and then the rook took the bishop.
Yeah. Queen takes e3, and then rook takes e2. Okay. So now, what do you think is the best move for white? What do you think, Sam?
Rook.
Your hand.
I think it's either rook to. I think it's either rook to d. Rook d1. Rook d1.
Rook d1. Okay, rook d1 does not work. Why does rook d1 not work? Does anybody see why?
Because make the move rook d8.
Now rook d8, and now this knight will be gone, right? So we're attacking the knight how many times?
3.
3 times.
One.
Defending the knight how many times? 2.
Twice.
So
And besides, one of the two attack defenders is the king.
yeah, so that means that the knight will be 1. Okay, so better move than rook d1. What's a better move than rook d1? What do you think?
Rook D5.
Rook D5. Yes, very important. Not allowing Rook D8. Very good. Rook Rook D5.
Can we,
Very...
can we raise our hands instead of just burning out?
Well, it's just easier because I can see your names on the chat. I can't really see your names, like, you know. That's why if you raise your hand physically, I can't really. I can't. I'm still learning your names, by the way. Basically. Okay. So Rook D5. Good. Rook D5 is the best move. Okay. Now, what's the best move for black here? What do you guys think? So I see Sam. Sam has his hand raised. And Rayhan, do you have any questions?
Oh, I just forgot. I wanted.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay.
I forgot to lower my hand.
That's okay. It's okay. Okay, so anybody know? What do you think in this move? Is that Calvin? You have your hand raised? Is it? Oh no, that's Calvin or Zachary? That's Zachary, right? Can you? So make sure you do it in the chat, the digital hand raising.
So the best move is for the rook to take the knight because the king can't take the rook because it's protected by the bishop.
Good. Rook takes d2. Yes, is the best move here. So rook takes d2. Rook takes d2. And now what's the best move here? Jaden, you have your hand raised?
Now do the move Rook D8.
Now we do Rook D8. Very good. Now the rook comes in, and we're attacking the rook twice. And now there's only one good move for white, which is what?
Rook D1.
Okay, Rook D1. Okay, Rook D1. Okay, and now what is the best move for black here? Sorry, Jaden, I see your hand was raised. Are you okay? Okay, and Rayhan?
Bishop captures D2.
Okay. Does everyone think Rook captures D2 is a good move? What do you guys think?
No, I said bishop captures D2.
Oh, sorry, Bishop. Okay, what about Bishop? Is that a good move, everyone? What do you guys think? Good move? What do you think? Anybody? All right, so let's see. If Bishop takes D2, Rook takes D2. If we trade down, now it's basically just a draw. 5 pawns against 5 pawns, right? So we need something a little bit stronger than Rook takes D2. A little bit stronger. What do you guys think? I see. Stronger move than Rook takes D2.
Maybe a hint.
So raise your hand and remember, digitally raise your hand. So Sam, I see your hand was raised first. So Sam, what do you think?
How about maybe something like B5?
B5. Okay, if we go B5, now white can go C4, right? And why would he want to do that? Sacrifice his pawn because now we can go C3, and then once he goes king to C2, now the pin is broken. There's no more pin, right? So we need to maintain the pin, right? So that's the problem. Maintain the pin. So anybody else? Rayhan, you have a question? What do you think?
Maybe just a passive move because then when white runs out of passive moves, he has to move his king or his rook, and then we can take his rook and be up a bishop.
So what kind of passive move? What are you thinking about?
Maybe like F6.
Okay, so if we go F6, then again he can go C4, and then what do you want to do? Maybe another passive move, something like this, and then he goes here, and now.
I see what you need to do. Back it up.
Everyone sees, huh? Everyone sees. All right, let's see. Let's go back. All right, what's the best move here?
C4.
Best move is C4. Everybody see that? Very quiet move, very nice, and very strong move. Now, the reason everybody sees why
Those sneaky peekies.
C4 is the winning move, right? Everybody see why. Now, there's absolutely no way for the king and the rook to get out of the pin. So now, guess what? White is almost in what? He's almost in a state of what? Do you guys know?
Checkmate.
No, there's a term for this where he's almost in a really, really bad position where he's going to run out of moves soon. What is that called? He's going to run out of good moves. It's called Zug. Anybody know Zugzwang? Zugzwang. Everybody know that? Zugzwang?
It's really common in the end games, like in the pawn promotion.
Yeah, it's really common in the end games. Yeah, so but here this is Zugzwang. This is like almost the end game. Zugzwang is when what? What's Zugzwang?
Is when the king runs out of good moves.
Or just your opponent or you run a good move. It doesn't have to be just the king, but yeah, you run a good moves. So here, white is almost in Zugzwang. So black doesn't even have to take the rook. He can just wait until white runs out of moves. So now I'm gonna just go forward and give you a sample of what can happen. So look, so Calvin, you have a question?
But what if instead white actually plays the other pawn to the fourth row? The one next to that pawn that you just moved.
You mean this pawn?
Yeah. And then prepare to play the other pawn to the fourth row and then put...
Okay, it actually doesn't even matter because white will run out of moves. He will run out of moves. There's nothing that black can do, or there's nothing that white can do to get out of this. And now you see, now he ran out of moves, and now does everybody see how this is a losing position for white? Does everybody see this?
Yeah.
Now either white has to move his rook somewhere, or he's got to move his king somewhere, and either one will lose an entire rook. See that? And now black will be up an entire bishop and very easily win the game. Okay.
It's also winning the pawn because the king has to move and
winning the pawn, yeah, and winning the pawn and winning this pawn, yeah. So it's gonna be very easy to win. So, yeah, this game is known as the eternal pin. Very powerful use of a pin. All right, everybody see that? Okay, good. Is this by the way, is this too easy for you guys, or I just want to know, is it too hard or just good, just right? What do you guys think?
It's just right, I feel.
It's good. Everybody's good. Learning something. Okay, cool. Okay, so and you, Sriram, everything's good with you? You like it? Okay, good. And Zachi, everything's good? Okay, cool. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. Let's go
I'd
back.
like to play someday, coach.
Say again?
Next, you know what? I would actually like to challenge you
You want to challenge me?
on Lichess.
Sure, challenge me. I like doing a lot of, I don't often play like Blitz or Bullet games much lately. I play more correspondence games. So you can definitely challenge me to a correspondence game if you want. All right.
Corresponds too. So
Yeah. Challenge me to a correspondence game. All right. So, okay. So this is a Grandmaster game. Onat versus Gavrilakis. Black to move. What is the best move for black here? What do you guys think? Best move for black. What do you guys think?
bishop to
Remember, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Digitally, raise your hand. Well, digitally. Just okay. Okay, yeah. Jaden?
bishop to let's see. Bishop to e4.
Bishop
No,
to
that won't be such a good move.
Bishop e4, we lose our rook, right?
Mhm.
Actually, you don't even have to take the rook. You don't even have to take the rook because you can go. The rook is protected still, right? The rook is
Right.
still protected. Yeah. So the
Well,
best.
also-
The best move here is bishop a6. Bishop a6, right? Because this rook is being attacked, and so he's threatening to take here with check, right? So what is the best move here for white? What do you guys think?
Bishop captures a6.
Bishop captures a6, okay?
And then rook captures b1.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. Wait, what's going on? Hold on. No, hold on. If bishop takes here, then rook just takes. Hold on. Wait, what am I going? Yeah, bishop takes. Man, I'm getting confused. Yeah. No, bishop takes a6 doesn't work, right? Bishop takes a6, we just lose our rook, right? So we take Right? Sorry, Rayhan. So remember, digitally raise your hand. It's easier for you.
Don't forget that rook captures b4.
Yeah. So here, so rook takes b4 would be the strongest move, right? And now, what's the best move for black? What do you guys think?
Bishop
Sam.
captures
Sam.
b3.
Yeah.
Bishop takes
Bishop takes d3.
D3.
Okay. White has one move. King e1, and now best
and
move
then
here.
bishop to b5, a5.
Bishop a5, establishing the pin. Very good. And now best move for white here. Remember, digitally raise your hand. Make it easier.
Here, I'm not sure.
Okay, Rayhan.
This is just for Jaden. Can he not blur it out and just raise his hand?
Yeah, raise your hand, guys. It's much better. Much better if you raise your hand. So yeah, so raise your hand. Oh, we're gonna close in a minute. So let's finish up with this game. So bishop a5. So what's the best move for white here? What do you guys think? Best move for white here. What do you guys think? So we want to attack the bishop, right? So now if he takes here, we take here, right? So for that reason, the best move here would be bishop f1, attacking the unprotected pawn. Okay, then we go bishop c3, takes, right? And now I'm just going to show you quickly how this game ended. So even if white protected, we can still take, and a knight does not win against connected passed pawns. All right, so I'll just give you a sample of how this could have ended.
Rook to e1.
Rook e1. I think king here. And then